山坡上震耳欲聋的爆破，为了挖掘矿藏日渐消失的雨林，还有大量的污水排放，这些触目惊心的画面，却可能是推动大量让电动车奔驰、制造储存能源关键材料所付出的庞大代价。
Nickel is often mined for in Indonesia in rainforests. That causes deforestation. It's a huge loss of biodiversity. And mining for cobalt in the Congo is really associated with tremendous human rights violations.
偏偏目前对于这些金属的需求量还在不断攀升，预计到2030年，对镍的需求量将增加20倍，锰的需求量也会翻涨8倍，钴也会成长3倍。
We need to, if we are going to scale, if you are going to remain competitive from a supply chain perspective, you need to look at everything that's on the table today for some of these critical minerals and metals, because fundamentally the way we've done things in the past isn't bringing material to the market quick enough.
眼看造成的冲击越来越难承受，这些矿产资源也越来越稀少。开始有企业把眼光望向伸手不见五指的海底，有大量像这样的金属结合，其中当中包括镍、钴、铜，还有锰等金属物质。
The Clarion-Clipperton Zone, they estimate there's more than 20 billion tons of nodules in the area. And when it comes to nickel, they estimate there's around 270 million tons. I am absolutely convinced of is that we can slow down or maybe even stop the growth in rainforest nickel.
业者计划在墨西哥外海利用一根中空的管子通向海底采矿机器人，并且利用管线提供机器人电力，之后就能透过机器人进行采矿。
And the robot basically crawls along the seafloor, and we fire a jet of water at the nodules, and essentially it creates an inverse pressure. And as the collector head moves, we lift the nodules, thereby minimizing the impact we make on any of the seafloor. And then we separate the sediment, and then we put the nodules into our vertical transport system that pumps them up to our production vessel.
业者号称能使用现有的技术进行加工，预计成本跟陆地上大部分的采矿技术相比相对低廉，而且跟目前的采矿比较，能减少54%到70%的排碳量，也能避免采矿过程造成的人权纠纷，因此相当看好海底采矿的经济价值。
The net present value of NORI-D is well north of $10 billion. And so it's valuable, and we have a defined resource of about 1.6 billion tons of polymetallic nodules.
但在环保团体的眼中，为了减少陆地的伤害，改选择破坏深海生态的做法相当不能接受。
Because the deep sea is so fragile, we would like to see this not happening there, at least until science has been able to do its part. And scientists are projecting it will take decades before we know enough about the deep sea to make those informed decisions, to not jeopardize and destroy some things before we actually really know what it will do for us.
世界自然基金会就发表声明，呼吁暂停发展海底采矿。不少科技以及汽车产业的龙头，包括 Google、BMW 等，都签署声明，强调不会使用海底开采的金属。
What is clear is that it's easier to monitor land mining than deep sea mining, and also easier to restore a land mine than a deep sea mine could be in the future.
不只是生态保育的疑虑，目前相关法规都还没有通过，尤其还牵涉地缘政治，更让整个申请核准过程难以推动。
They do not have a specific set of regulations determined for how deep sea mining would go forward. Those conversations are ongoing and they're hotly debated. But right now, there is not an agreed upon set of regulations.
专家更担心，一旦开放海底以及陆地的采矿掀起竞争，造成的环境冲击可能会比想象中来的大。认为电池回收才是真正减少碳排放又降低对环境伤害的方法。利用现有的矿藏不断循环，不论是对陆地还是海洋的冲击，都能降到最低。TVBS 新闻综合报道。
想看最完整的新闻内容，记得下载 TVBS 新闻网 APP。